You really have to be here, at these meetings because what you see on Facebook is just a taste. We just got an example a few minutes ago. We're all laughing. That's why I can't keep a straight face. And you don't even know what went on because you weren't here. But for those of you who are out of town or have a job commitment that you can't make it here, this gives you a taste of ACES. But then it's also the meeting after the meeting. So we encourage you to come down. And I guarantee you won't be disappointed. The key word today is participate. And so what I'm encouraging everybody to do is participate. Meaning that, we need your ideas. Because you can't go by just what I think, what Cliff thinks, what Ted thinks, as far as, how do you improve your business? As they say, help us help you by giving us ideas on what is on your mind, what can help us help you improve your bottom line. So the open panel today, the topic is going to be, how they say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. What are you doing different in your business to, in the new millennium, attract customers? Because it's a different way of doing business these days. Ask the retailers out there. Because the Amazons of the world are like gobbling everything up. So what are you doing different, or what should you do different to attract customers in the new millennium? That's the topic of the day. And I asked for participation so that we can give each other ideas on how to attract customers in this new way. Because guess what? The millenniums, don't want to be marketed to like the baby boomers. So it's a whole different thing. Well, I see you laughing, Raven. You know what I'm talking about, right? Okay. So let's get it started. Anybody want to start the conversation off? Raven, Millennium. How do we sell to you?
I like things that I can buy over the internet, so maybe internet advertisements.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? Now I like that she said that because guess what? Baby boomers, we get stuck in the thing that face-to-face selling, touch, high touch, and things like that, which is nothing wrong with that. But she said the first thing came out of her mouth was internet. They're born with a phone in their ear, okay? They don't want to see us, okay? They want to order on the line. I don't care what it's pants, a dress, whatever it is, they will buy it on the internet. So if you're not on the internet, you have a problem. You have to figure out how to go where they live, okay? Because guess what? The baby boomer money is running out. They're retiring, so we got to learn how to talk to them, how to get in their brain and understand how they think. It's not what we think; it's how they think.
Maybe a question you ask is, why don't people want to talk to us anymore?
You know what? And that's a deep question, Ted, that we're not going to be able to answer today. But the thing in marketing is, not so much figuring out why, but understanding what is trending. And if that's trending, we have to find a way to adapt and be agile.
Let me tell you an experience I just had buying a couple of appliances.
Mm-hmm.
I went into two of the big box retail stores looking for the appliance, and the people there basically would not do what I asked them to do. And when I bought the appliances from the company over the internet, the people actually wound up doing what I asked them to do. So I think a lot of the reason why people don't want to talk to us is because we aren't very nice to talk to. We don't respond to what the customer is asking for. If I ask you to do something, are you willing to do it?
Okay, so what you're saying, Ted, is that a computer is more customer service friendly than an individual. I'm being facetious. But you're right.
Question why?
Okay, but you're right. It's no excuse for not having old school skills. But for not having old school skills like customer service. but it's bigger than that because, you know, if we have nobody to talk to, we can't utilize customer service skills. And once again, like Raven said, that she wants to do business over the internet. You know, and that's the thing. You know, we have to understand and respect that. That is the way the millennials want to do business. Okay.
I don't really agree necessarily with.
No, I'm going with statistics.
My experiences indicate that the people we're having to deal with are very, are face to face, generally much more unfriendly than we expect. Now, you mentioned the term customer service.
Mm-hmm.
I think an interesting question to think about is, when do you go to some piece, some research, like in the old days it used to be the phone book,
Mm-hmm.
Yellow Pages, and look for the term customer service? When do you look for the term customer service? When you got a problem. If a company advertises, we got great customer service, okay, to me, the implication is you wouldn't need it if you did your job right in the first place.
Okay.
I want somebody who's got good production.
Okay.
Keeps their promise.
Okay, and we get your point, Ted, and the point well taken. But now, like appliances, I know for a fact, if you go to Apt Appliances, they have great customer service. Okay, and I'm not trying to ring my
production.
And no, customer service also. Okay, and I'm not trying to ring my own bell, but most of the salespeople there, I personally train, and they make six figures. So they get an incentive. So they know customer service at Apt Appliances. Now I'm not trying. That's not a shameless plug, but I know that for a fact. But let's hear what our guest has to say.
Speaking, like, my background is sales too.
Mm-hmm.
And read a lot of books on sales, but also being a millennial, I've noticed even when we're dating, we like to go online
Mm-hmm.
and do a lot of research and look at a lot of pictures before we approach that woman or that product. So having a great online presence so people can stalk the mess out of you, like you said you work for Apt Appliances, so I'm sure it's specs, the sizes,
Mm-hmm.
dimensions, the everything on that appliance is there, and then they'll look at the customer service. Then they'll look at how the proximity of where you are. Do they have access to you when something goes wrong? So this generation, we like to do our research first. We like to feel like we know you or can talk to you, because growing up in this generation, we get a lot of MLMs coming at us. We got a lot of sleazy car salesman style salesmen coming at us.
Mm-hmm.
So most of the time, people will approach us to sell us something. It's in a sleazeball fashion. So we like to do our research first versus what you guys are used to.
Yeah, see, and that's what I'm saying, exactly. See, as a baby boomer, we have to listen. We're hearing from two millennials saying basically the same thing, and still sometimes we don't want to hear when they're telling us how to deal with it. Okay, they want to do the research, they want to go online, and we still think the old way of doing things is the right way. I'm not saying to abandon the old way, but I'm saying to attract new business, we got to change the way we think.
It's a hybrid.
Yes, exactly. Cliff.
I'm a baby boomer,
Mm-hmm.
and what determined if we were going to do business with somebody is how we were treated, how we felt after we talked to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Restaurants, we're looking for great customer service. If somebody we feel has an attitude, we won't go back to that restaurant. And my wife is a baby boomer too, but she's an avid Amazon buyer.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we feel that we were mistreated someplace where somebody gonna spend our money, our hard-earned money, then we'll revert to buying over the internet. But then if we're gonna buy something, we want face-to-face, and we judge that customer service, Well, and you take restaurants now. There's restaurants on the south side. Their customer service is horrible. But their parking lot is full all the time. But that, and just this discussion, I'm learning, I'm realizing, how I was thinking anyway, the baby boomers, we want the high touch. The millennials want the high tech. And now it's just a matter of how you want to adjust your sales pitch to bring in both of them.
Yeah. So, did you have a question, Mark?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I got it.
Or a comment, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Here's the link. See, Ted over here, he was talking about customer service. You know, if you go and look it up in the yellow pages, go what you look for. Our millennials, they start talking about customer service as far as doing research and so forth. But here's the link. Nobody's going to buy your product or service until they first buy your marketing.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have to market using today's technology. And so we don't have to belabor that. All of us know that. But what is that real link as far as customer service is concerned? I get 99% of all of my clients, not from referrals from you all or from other voters or other people in the drone technology industry, but I get my business from people who have looked up reviews on me. They have researched me. They have gone online and looked up Captain Mark Stevenson, or they've looked up RBS Drone Technologies and seen what other companies have thought about the service that I've given them. That's how they judge the customer service.
Why should I believe anything on the internet that I can't verify?
Because if it's on the internet, it must be true. and
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, if it's on the internet that you're a womanizer, it's probably true.
Pardon me, but that's crap.
No, it's not, because
what
it's
it
like,
is what it look like.
here's what Daddy said. Right before he gave me that last ass whooping. He said, I know I don't have proof. I don't have proof that of what they say you did. But if everybody's saying it, they all can't be lying. So come on up here and get this ass whooping. So the whole thing is that we have to realize, I might put it in more blunt terms, but we have to realize that the marketing is what people buy first.
Yep.
And so if you're not taking 30% of every dollar and putting it back into your marketing, internet marketing, you're damn fool.
So what's the difference?
30% of every dollar that you touch, you better pretend you never
What's the
saw it.
difference between a salesman and a con man?
Of course, a salesman delivers. A con man lies to you and doesn't deliver what he says. But see, how are you going to know the difference if you don't do the research? And you can do the research. I can do the research on your business in a matter of 5 minutes. When you come to me and say, let me read your tea leaves, why should I let you read my tea leaves and tell me about my financial picture if I don't know first about you and who you are? If you're trying to manage my money, I need to know how much money you got.
And Mark, you bring up a good point, because it's all about perception, and so this is one of the key things that if we're not doing, you have to do. You got to know, first of all, what's out on the internet on you. Do you know how many people in this room, by show of hands, have Googled their name or their business name? Oh, you guys, I was expecting to get only 10% of the room.
Now, how many people have spent the money
to
to
improve
do
it?
the background search on yourself? You might look up your name and you'll see several companies that list a way that they can search you, but how many people have spent $29, $35,
Depending on what company you use.
22. Oh, is this an auction? I'm
to
sorry.
really
No.
find out what people are saying about you.
Or what information they have on you, is it erroneous or not?
That's right.
Mhm. So, you have to research the information that's out there on you and your company so that you know what people are seeing. And this is what I also say, and I know I'm on Facebook Live, so I'm gonna be light about this. You can manipulate the information, everybody. Okay, it's done to you all the time.
Should I put this on hold? So
No,
you can,
no,
oh,
you
okay,
leave it open
okay.
because, the big boxes, they go out, not only see what's out there on them, any negative information, they bombard it with positive stuff. They have a ton of positive information ready to be unleashed. So if something negative goes out there on them, they bombard it with a lot of positive and bury that negative information. And don't think because you have a much smaller budget than the big boys that you can't do it. There are ways of doing it. Like Mark says, if you spend the money, you can look like a Titan or one of the big guys online. Because, nobody knows that you're selling out of the basement of your home online. If you put the right presence out there. So, we have to learn how to have that presence. We learned how to do face-to-face and how to do the high touch. Now we have to learn how to do the high tech and how to spend our marketing dollars where we're going to get the ROI, the return on the investment. Okay? And here's the other thing is, we got to get it through our thick skulls that I don't care what our perception is, it's what our customers think. Okay? 2 millennials in a room and the common denominator, internet. Searching on the internet. First things out of their mouths. Okay? But yet, a lot of us will go out and still try to do things the old way. And as I started off saying, that's the definition of insanity. So,
How many people in the room have had a website for more than 20 years?
But it's got to be constantly
updated and analytics. Okay, analytics. Okay, don't.
Well, we've got to constantly update it because there are new ways to collect money. Here's one of the things that you got to do. You have to turn around and start focusing on what can you give someone, and perception is it. What can you give someone for them to in turn give you a good review? So what I'll do in a room like this or a boatload of people is I'll say, look, I give away a couple of boat cruises, and I do. I give away a couple of boat cruises every year to people that are my favorite customers, and I always find them through the reviews. So if you all right now are willing to write me a review, if you're
I'm going to
willing
stop
write
it
me a
now. Should I stop it now?
No.
Okay.
You go to islandpartyboats.com and
Go where?
islandpartyboats.com.
Okay.
Go to islandpartyboats.com and write Captain Mark a good review, and I promise you'll have a chance to win one of the free cruises that I give away.
Yep.
So, I mean, it'll only take you a second to say Mark's a good guy.
You hit it dead.
And then I'm bombarding the bad reports that I get from people who might write, well, he's taking pictures of these girls in bikinis and he looks like a freak. The fact is that I get good reports and bad reports, but I can overcome that
Exactly.
by bombarding the internet with stuff. I can't help it. It's what I do. I do bikinis.
Okay.
It's what I do. I give people a good time on the lakefront.
But you don't actually wear the bikini, right?
What's that?
You don't actually wear the bikini.
Everyone has their price, and I do
Okay.
too.
Okay.
And
Moving right along.
I think you just lost your good reviews. Never mind.
There you go.
Okay.
but see,
Dang, one is 2019.
Mark made an excellent point. You can prompt people to give you a good review. You know, and you know, you have to get out of that. Well, that doesn't sound quite ethical or anything like that. It's being done to you all the time.
It's done to you?
Oh, it's done to you all the time. So now, if you get a room full of clients, the best time to get the reviews is while they're there in front of your face. Because guess what? Most people will not give you a negative review in front of your face. Okay? So you say, hey, I encourage feedback. Can you give me a review? And I guarantee you 99.9% of them will be positive. Because even if they don't feel that it was necessarily a great experience, they are not going to do that to your face. Okay? So then if later on they do post something that's not favorable, you can say, well, you know, this person's a little wacky because on this day they said this and on this day they said that.
Sure, but when people buy products, when you buy products on Amazon or eBay or whatever, you get the ratings of how many reviews that company has had and what is their average stars. So if I'm gonna buy, I just bought a composter for my backyard. I bought it from some company I've never heard of in my life. I looked and saw that same composter offered by many different companies. So what did I do? I focused on the reviews of their customer service, and I went down and selected one company that had 4.5-star reviews. I read the first 2 or 3 that said they have great delivery, very prompt service, and click, they got my money.
Why didn't you buy from somebody you knew?
Because it was too much hassle. I needed to do it while I was sitting at the stoplight. That's the way people shop now.
Yes, exactly. And then once again, talking about getting reviews. So there are a lot of people say, well, Barry, I go to credible sources like the Better Business Bureau. The Better Business Bureau has a membership. So let me just put this question out there. I'm not saying anything against the Better Business Bureau. I think it's a great organization. But if I'm a member of the Better Business Bureau and I get a negative response, how much attention are they going to give it? And I'm a paid member. That's all I'm going to say about that, okay? And you make your determination on that. So even organizations that you deem credible, the information can be manipulated to a source. Because remember, when an organization says member of the Better Business Bureau, that does not mean they have a favorable rating on the Better Business Bureau. But perception is, if you're a member of the Better Business Bureau, then you must be okay. And that's why people get that membership.
Or the rating is important to you.
Yeah, exactly. So understand that, and as they say, if you can't beat them, join them. I mean, it works. It works. I don't care what you think. Get away from yourself. It works. If it works, you know, so be it. Do it. Okay. Most of the people, I'm gonna sound like Mark on this one. Most of the people who complain about that's not fair, foul, or anything like that are the brokest people in the room.
No profanity.
I got a different question though.
Okay.
If you look, I met with a woman over the weekend who has been in business 32 years and talks about how her business has had to shift from people coming in, because she said, and she has a high-end product. She says that they have been not coming in as much because the baby boomers are dying off. They don't have the income that they used to have. Okay? And she has shifted to internet. She has taken a complete storefront and turned it into her internet lab. She has folks in there every week taking pictures of, she's a clothing, in the clothing business. She has people coming in every week taking pictures of the new clothes, the new arrivals, and sending that out. So if you, in this age, you need to kind of take a look at how much of your business is coming in from the internet and how much is coming in face-to-face. And if your revenue is declining, then you need to look at that
Yep, exactly.
at that balance
Because,
or lack of balance.
My perception, I can't see buying a suit online, but
Really?
millenniums have no problem.
$39.95. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I think the sleeves would be, all the way up my arms and everything. I just feel like, where's the customization? How can something possible I buy online fit me right?
You have to get naked. The whole thing is okay,
This-
maybe just your underwear.
Okay.
But here, see, there's some truth in every joke. Nike, for example, now has a app.
Yep.
You can scan your foot,
Yep.
and pick your shoe, and they
They'll
will
make it.
send you a shoe that's made for your foot. There's also clothing companies now where you can use the app, and if you want a nice suit that fits you, you're worried about your sleeves and all of that stuff. All you have to do is get in your underwear in front of the camera, in front of your app, and it scans your body. It can tell down to the 1/4 inch of your sizes for your neck size, and your length of your arms and all of this stuff. Then you turn around and you pick the material and the color, and bam, you'll have a suit made and mailed to you in little or no time. And it's going to be very soon a matter of a day or two delivery for those people, especially women, that want to go out. I gotta go to this party. I gotta go on a date in a couple of days. I need something really bomb to wear, and I need it now. And I don't have time to go to 10 shops and try on 10 dresses at each shop. I need something that's made for me now. So all you have to do is be willing to get naked.
I like that, and we're gonna let that be the final word, because wow, how time goes by when you have the
Having fun.
participation. Okay, and once again, we're getting ready to go into the meeting after the meeting, so we're gonna dismiss and then go to the meeting after the meeting.
Should I hit the button
You
now?
should be here. You can hit the button now, Mike. Thanks.